Hello, Dr. Kemp here, the Hammer Doc. Welcome to a brand new edition of Let's See What the Doctor Ordered. I have a box sitting right here on my lap. This box comes from Eureka, California. Let's see what the doctor ordered. From Eureka, California. All right, now. Okay, well, look at this. Now, I'm going to say this is something that I ordered, and you know, sometimes people send me items to restore for them, but in this case I don't see a note telling me that this is from a client, so my assumption is that this is something that I purchased, and that I will check out and restore. Let's see what it is. Alright, it says Cornell do the handy check. That's what it is. Recently I did a this is a BF90. That's what this is, the BF90. It's a quick capacitor check. And I believe maybe check for open, short, or intermittent condition while in circuit. That's what this is. Circuit under test must be disconnected from power line. Okay, so this is a capacitance, a capacitor checker that allows you to leave the capacitor in the circuit, and you can test it while it's in the circuit. Now you have the instrument disconnected. It tells you right down the front, but this is designed for you to allow you to assess or to evaluate capacitors for shorts, open conditions, open status, or conditions, while the capacitor is still in the circuit. That's pretty cool. So that's why I bought this. As you know, we're always taught in the electronics school that you have to cut the cap out of the circuit. That you have to at least cut one end of the cap out of the circuit before you can test it, because other parts around it can influence that particular capacitor that you're trying to test. But according to what I've been reading about this particular instrument, you can test it while it's in the circuit. I like that. So I don't have a book on this, but I'm going to open this thing up, and then I'll restore it with some new parts, with some at least new capacitors in there. Check the resistors and replace any bad resistors, and then I'll put this to use in my shop. You know, when would you use this? When would I use this? Because I replace capacitors in Leslie amplifiers and Hammond organ AO28s preamps anyway. I do that on a regular basis. But if I'm working on a vintage piece of equipment, test equipment, I will certainly and it's okay. I've seen capacitors that appear to be difficult to find in terms of one just like it, brand new. So I'll be able to use this and test the cap while it's in circuit without having to cut it, and find out if it's, you know, good or not. And if it's good, resoldering it back into the circuit. I'll know whether it's good or not while it's in the circuit by using this instrument. Then I can determine whether or not I want to replace it or not. And in the past, I've replaced them. I've been able to replace the caps in vintage instruments that I've restored. So I've been able to find them up to this point. But this instrument will provide me with additional options for determining whether I'm going to buy a replacement cap for the instrument that I'm restoring or not, or will need to. Okay, so that's enough for this edition of Let's See What the Doctor Ordered. You've seen it, I've seen it. I'm going to clean this thing up, man. Get inside here and do some work, some restoration work. I'm excited about it. So until then, to the next video, Dr. Kemp, the Hammer Doc, saying to you, have a peaceful and wonderful day. Goodbye.